I'm a man-eater, da-da-dum, da-da-dum-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. I'm a man-eater, da-da-dum, da-da-da. How does the rest of the song go, Bertram? That's the only bit that I seem to know. I'm a man-eater, da-da-dum, dum, da-da-dum, dum, da-da-da. Dum, dum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, joined once again by my faithful manservant slash Buck-Totem Bertram, and this is my review for Maneater. You know, I really should learn the rest of that song, Bertram. Maneater was originally released last year, and I have absolutely no idea what happened to my review of it. Perhaps it was abducted by aliens. Trust me when I say that that is just as likely to happen as the story of this game. Now, in this game, we play as a killer shark. Though actually, this is more than just a game about a killer shark. This is a statement on the futility of man's struggle with the deep blue sea. No, actually, it's just a game about a killer shark. Apparently, we play as a bull shark. And it is bull, because I'm actually playing as a great white. Well, actually, I'm playing as its second cousin on its father's side. The not-so-great white shark. First name, Man. Last name, Eater. Now this game is part murder simulator, part reality television show, and part nature documentary. But don't let the word documentary fool you, dear viewer. This is David Attenborough on drugs. And I don't mean heart medication or blood pressure tablets or Viagra because the man is a geriatric. I mean real drugs, like cocaine. I should have just said that. This is David Attenborough on cocaine. And he should be very bloody ashamed of himself. This is going to do his heart no favours. Long story short, Maneater makes Jaws look like a little dog. I mean, a little bitch. On a side note, I consider myself to be somewhat of a man-eater. Though I don't discriminate. I eat men, women, men who have transitioned into women. When I first met my wife, I thought she was exactly the same. After all, on her online dating profile, under the title Occupation, she put Man-eater. Well, you can imagine my surprise when I suggested partaking of a midnight snack, and my wife brought two burly gentlemen into my home that she proceeded to make love to right in front of me. Let's get back to the review. Where was I? Oh yes. Maneater makes Echo the dolphin look like a little housewife. I mean, a little bitch. I already told you this game was part murder simulator, And that's because you're going to be spending most of the game turning fish into sushi, whales into glue, and people into bits and bobs. Though, not content with simply letting us kill fish, alligators, and beachgoers, the developers of this game decided to give us a nemesis, a bona fide villain, who murdered our mother and who we will spend the entire game waiting to get revenge on. I can almost hear the developers now.
Fish, alligators, and beachgoers are fine and all, but we're gonna need a bigger scrote.
And before you ask, scrote means a contemptible person, not what you think it means. What else can I tell you? Oh yes. This game features a comedic narrator throughout, who is rather like David Attenborough. Actually, he's nothing like David Attenborough because he's not addicted to cocaine and Viagra. He will occasionally make pop culture references, including movies and TV shows, and frankly, any game that includes a reference to the movie Waterworld gets an instant Game of the Year from me. No trophy, I'm afraid, but I do have this toilet roll painted blue. I'll send that to the developers for all their hard work. Actually, if you look hard enough, you will find references to everything from Castaway to SpongeBob SquarePants to Peter Pan to even bloody Titanic. The narrator made the game for me. Well, apart from one teeny tiny mistake. You see, he kept referring to my shark as she and her. But I would just like to say for the record that my shark does not identify with any gender. They are gender queer. So, if the developers are listening to this, please get that patched into the game. Oh, also, while I have you here, developers who made Maneater, I have a catchy slogan that I think should be on the box art for this game going forward. This shark's worse than its bite. You see, so instead of its bark's worse than, it's this shark's worse than. It's not perfect, I admit. If not on the box art, you could put it on a t-shirt. Anyway, you can get back to me on that. What the hell was I even talking about? Oh, yes! Yes! You are not controlling just any old shark in this game. You can actually upgrade first name man, last name eater. Welcome to this week's episode of Pimp My Shark, which I can assure you has absolutely nothing to do with forcing our shark into a life of prostitution. Rather, this is all about how you can spruce up your Bruce. That's a Jaws reference, so you can laugh at it now. And make it the ultimate killing machine. You can have bioelectric teeth, bioelectric fins, sonar, armor, and many, many more. You get these upgrades by killing apex predators, or completing objectives, and trust me when I say you are going to need to get through some of the harder parts of the game, so make sure you kill those apex predators, get those upgrades. And besides, who doesn't want a shark that looks like the bloody Terminator? What? You don't? What's your name again? Steven Spielberg? Well, Steven, do you mind if I call you Steven? Great. I know you've made a few films, but have I told you the title of my latest film? It's called Piss Off. Oh, and while I have you here, Steven, I might as well tell you the title of the sequel. Fuck Off. So, what did I think of Maneater? Well, if you thought watching a pensioner walk around his garden to honor our National Health Service was exciting, you don't know what exciting is, my friends. Maneater is exciting, not watching some old bastard prance. On a serious note, ladies and gentlemen, I was saddened to hear Sir Tom had died. But then, I breathed a massive sigh of relief when I realized it was not Sir Tom Jones that had died. I can't recommend Maneater enough. In fact, I haven't had this much fun since I sat on my DualShock 4 controller and it vibrated. Constantly. Oh yes. Therefore, I am going to give Maneater an 8 out of 10. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My review for Maneater. Anyway, if you enjoyed this little review of mine, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then, feel free to give me a thumbs down. Remember to hit that like, subscribe, bell button thingamajig. Feel free to jump over to my Twitch, which is bloody hilarious. But remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Yes, I'm a Maneater. Dum-dum. I'm a Maneater. I have absolutely no idea how that song goes, Bertram.